Hey GlamFam, Linwood here with my beautiful daughter Alexzandria. And
Hi.
Yes. And today we're going to be doing a braided design for you guys that has been much requested all over our Instagram. Which, by the way, if you wanted to see behind the scenes stuff on Instagram, that's at GlamFam. So we're just going to dive right into this. Do you have anything that you want to say before we get started?
Hello, GlamFam. Today we would like to show you all of my dad's different braids, but we're only gonna do one today. See you whenever we're watching the GlamFam.
So GlamFam, what we're going to do is start by creating a teardrop section right in this top portion of the fringe area, and I'm just going to round it out at the bottom of the parietal ridge. Now, this part doesn't have to be perfect because you are going to clean it up quite a bit as you work. So I'm going to go in there and just kind of create a dip in the middle so that way I can kind of visualize where that heart's going to start. And I realized I wanted a bit more of that arch to the heart. I like to work at it in increments like this because it allows me to more easily kind of see what I'm doing and visualize. So notice I'm not just doing it in one part line. A lot of times people are asking me for parting tutorials. They want to know how exactly I plan on doing things. And basically I'm just sharpening up these lines until they get exactly like I want them. So they kind of create that heart shape when I twist it like this. After I've done that, I'm going to pin the excess hair out of the way, part down the center, and I'm going to separate that into two and separate those into two subsections going horizontally. I hope that makes sense. If not, please look at the video. That's why it's here, boo. Anyway, so then we're going to go ahead and clip the other side out of the way, and I'm going to begin braiding upwards on this top subsection. So you guys can kind of see I'm going to go ahead and begin braiding upwards, and we're just going to do this entire little part line this way. Now, I like to break down my braids to where it's basically a bunch of straight partings or straight lines. I just feel like it makes it easier for people to understand the patterns, so hopefully that helps out. As I get to where I am rounding out the top of this section, like when the section begins to bend, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up the clip on the underside, and I'm just going to gradually stay right along that part line on the outside and round the braid right on back around and then bring it back downwards. So basically what I'm doing is just braiding a U into her hair. Like you guys are seeing here. Is this a U? It looks like a U to me. If it looks like some other shape, you can put it down below. It's fine. I won't be offended. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we're just going to braid down a little ways. And I will put a duckbill clip on there just to kind of hold that securely. Now, what we're going to do on the opposite side is we're going to repeat those steps. But honestly, that one ends up looking a bit better in my opinion, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing over here, and I'll end up having it sped up some just so you guys don't feel like you're watching the same thing over and over again. But just so you guys can get the general idea, I always start off with a very small triangle in the corners. It just makes the braids look a lot more neat. You're going to go ahead and round out the top portion of this curve up here, and you can honestly see a little bit better from this angle, I think, in terms of what exactly is going on. Then you guys can see I just rounded out there, and I don't have that hair clipped off on the side this time just because it just didn't make a ton of sense for me to go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we'll braid down to the bottom of this section. I'll go ahead and grip hold of the braid that I have, and then I'll gradually unbraid a little bit of the one that I just finished. What I'll do is go ahead and match them up to where they're about even. I'll just lay one on top of the other, and we'll duplicate those strands. So middle strand with middle strand, right strand with right strand, left strand with left strand, and then just continue braiding right on down. Nothing overly complex here. Once you've done that, you are good to go, and the quote-unquote hard part of this design is pretty much done. So this is the heart shape that you have in there. Nothing extra is really needed for this portion.
Ooh, pretty. I love it, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, here I go again. Mama, out in my seashore. Ooh, I like this.
So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and follow that same part line from the parietal ridge up to about the center of the head. And I'm going to create one large braid here, and this is just going to kind of help me to visualize how I want the rest of my pattern. The nice thing to me about this design is it's not a bunch of little bitty braids. It's mostly big braids. There are some small ones in there, but it's mostly big braids. It just allows it to look very simple yet intricate at the same time, if that makes sense. So I'm just really going to braid this going upwards towards the crown of the head, and once I get there, I'm just going to braid it out and down as I typically would. Now, on this top section that I've left out up here is where we're going to create some more design work just to add some visual interest to the heart, and I'll show you that here momentarily as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead from there, and we're going to take a pretty good sized section of hair and part it off. So I'm coming to the parietal ridge on the other side, which is where the head rounds off to head like more downwards. So imagine like where a man would begin balding. You're gonna go from the corner of that back up towards the crown of the head. And so we've got this section up here, and basically what I'm gonna do is part out a small section for a straight back braid. Okay, I'm gonna pin that out of the way. And then from there, I'm gonna go ahead and create some small braids coming from the heart to that parted section. So this is gonna create some more visual interest onto this heart. It just kind of draws the eye into it, and it makes it look more intricate, even though it's a really simplistic design. So don't worry about braiding these all the way down. You just need to braid them a little bit past where the hair stops, just so it doesn't come unraveled on you. And you'll just literally repeat this pattern all the way throughout the top of the head. All right, Glam Fam, so we've got these braids right here that are finished, and then we have this section of hair that I have right here parted out. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this very first braid. We're gonna begin to braid along the underside, just like so. And actually, let me see if I can turn you guys just a little bit. Okay, and that way you guys can hopefully see a bit better what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and braid going right up this section. And then what I'm doing is just as I am coming along these little strands or sections, we're just gonna add it into the braid and continue on braiding. Once we've got that braided, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to braid through the tail end of this here. And then honestly, the rest of this style is pretty simple. So I'm just gonna do some chunky cornrows like what we see right here, all the way around the head. And then we'll style it into a cute little bun, and we'll put some finishing touches on there. So now we're just continuing that design throughout the rest of the head, and honestly just kind of following the present shape. So I do have this sped up. By the way, if you like tutorials like this, be sure to check out some of the other tutorials on this channel if you haven't already. And if you would like to, please subscribe for more educational content like this and much more, because I dive way in deep. I am a cosmetology instructor as well. So we're gonna go ahead and continue that same braid design all over the place, and it's gonna look really good because, well, I'm braiding it. So, well, don't forget to comment your favorite part of this video down in the comment box below. And now we're gonna go ahead and pick up all the little fine details. All right, so we're gonna take this bobby pin like this here, place that baby on the ends of her hair like so, and actually I don't have any rubber bands. Yeah. I'll be back.
Howdy guys, look what I've got. It's my dad's phone. She's just so good. You bet what I did.
Anyway, like I was saying before Zan got on her silliness, you're gonna take this bobby pin, place it on the ends of the hair like so. And then we're gonna take some beads, which anyone who knows me knows that I do not like putting on beads, but this is a true testament of love from me. Anytime you see me putting on beads, it's proof that I care. So once I get down to the bottom of this string of beads, I'm just gonna go ahead, and that's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and take a rubber band, wrap it around the very bottom like so. Pop her hair down just like that. Gonna go ahead and pull this hair up with a lock hair elastic like this. Now it's staying down there. And we're gonna go ahead and rubber band this hair like that. Now from here, I'm just gonna get that hair a good twirl and pull the end right on through the center of this bun. And we're gonna take some hairpins and just kind of place here and there for some added security.
Daddy, what is 10 pennies?
You know what 10 pennies is.
Oh, darn.
Your allowance. Oh! Okay, so once we got that done, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this gel here. This is the Wet Line Extreme. And we're just gonna take literally just like a tap of the finger. We're gonna go ahead and dot that around the hairline. Put that comb down. All right, so we're just continuing to lay that gel on there, and then child, just lay them baby hairs. Lay them down. So you guys can see here, this is the finished look. It's super cute. Sam, what do you think?
I think it's lovely.
Wonderful. Hold still, I'm gonna give you a turn. I can't with you. Perfect. And slowly turn. Ooh, ooh, look at them turns. Ooh, yeah, keep turning. Oh, yeah, turn. Yeah, ooh, yeah, turn. Oh, yeah, strike them poses. Oh, yeah, oh, look at the turn. Yeah, oh, yeah, All right, Glam Fam, so let us know what you think. Oh, here comes Lena. Let us know what you think down below. And yeah, we like the style. Here's Lena. Zan, what do you think?
I think it's lovely, beautiful, and nice. And you can all do those tricks.
Oh Lord. So if you guys like it, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. And until next time, take care, God bless, and stay glam. Bye, you guys.
Zalina.
That's right.
Zalina.
Zalina. Okay, bye. See you guys later.
How do you do, GlamFam?
Why am I kids so white?